Hello out there. You know what? I'm starting to think everybody is in a trance. Seriously, because the shit that's going on in our world right now, and this is what people are doing. Shopping, texting. I think that maybe the population of the United States is in a trance. And I'm thinking maybe it's water induced. Maybe the fluoride's been upped. I have a water filter, so maybe that's why I'm not in a trance. I don't know. But I look around, I'm on the train or I'm walking around or whatever. People look like they are robots. And I think maybe what's happening is that it's just too much what's going on. There's just too much shit going on. It's too overwhelming. I mean, I have to say for myself that I have trouble sleeping sometimes if I start thinking about, um, like, for some reason at night, right before I go to bed, sometimes I'll start thinking about the Gulf. And I'll think about the animals, I'll think about the people, I'll think about videos I've watched of people. There was one video I watched of a woman who was a masseuse in Mississippi, Alabama or Mississippi. And she had a picture of herself prior to the oil spill. And you know, she looked like me. She was just like a regular person. She was about my age. And she was on camera at this point, which was 5 months later, and her whole body was blown up like 3 times normal size. She had welts on her neck and she couldn't breathe properly. And, you know, it's like an untold story. I mean, it's not even in the news anymore. It's ridiculous. And if you do look around on the internet, you can find the information about what's going on in the Gulf, and it's just horrendous. So between that, between losing an entire ecosystem, an incredibly pristine, beautiful place, the whole Gulf area is just, it's really, really heartbreaking. So I get frustrated because, people should be angry. People should be angry about what they've allowed to occur in this world. And they're not angry, and they don't want to look at it. And I don't blame them. I don't want to look at it either. But it's here. It's all we have. This is what we've created. And, thing is, we're so used to it, to handing over we're so used to looking to people to be the authority. For us to take responsibility and for everyone to stand up and not look for this magic bullet that's going to take away how bad does it have to get? That's really one of the things I wonder about. I think people would rather be in a trance and be robotic. So I ran out of time on that, so I had to start again. But basically what I wanted to say was that it is so obvious that people are flipped out and that they're reverting almost to like a pre-birth state of, being in the womb, like just not wanting to deal with reality. And gosh, you can hardly blame anyone for not wanting to have to think about, what happened just in this country or Haiti or, I mean, it's all just, it's really overwhelming, right? And the thing is that here's an opportunity for people to stand up and within the equal money system, and it doesn't require that you take part in any belief. You know, the thing about destiny is like it's a group of people that just have made this their priority, which is to bring about practical change in the world. So all that other stuff that people throw on to this group in terms of, oh, you guys believe this and you believe that, is a lot of horseshit, because none of us are saying we believe in any of it. It's just, you know, it doesn't even matter, you know? It doesn't matter whether so-and-so believes that Anu created, you know, a slave race. It doesn't matter if I say that, you know, that we're programmed, or that, you know, we live out pre-programmed life. It doesn't matter, because all you have to do is look around, and in fact, you know, you could make that connection, you would make that judgment based on reality, based on what you see. You walk around and you say, Jesus, everyone acts like they're fucking robots. People look like they're programmed. They're just like their father. No generation seems to learn from the one before it. So all those things are just practical observations that anybody would make. And so to, you know, take a brush and try to paint, you know, destiny cult followers believe in Anu and reptiles, and who fucking cares? I don't, you know, I don't even spend any time. It doesn't matter. The people that are interested in destiny practically, the people that are working within the equal money system, that are trying to create an equal money system, are doing it because they see that there's no other alternative. Nothing else is working, and they are willing to put their efforts behind this. Because this sounds like the best story. This looks like the best, most practical application of their time. I have no interest in pursuing ideological, you know, philosophical. I don't want to win any arguments with anybody, and neither does anybody else I know in Destiny. Nobody gives a shit what you think or what they think, or it doesn't matter. You know, I mean, please. Ugh, it's just so, you know, that part's just so tedious. I mean, what's not tedious is that there's actually movement that's practical and that may actually result in less, you know, disasters, less suffering, less willingness to hand over your lives to authority, you know, more responsibility that you'll have input in your own life. I mean, that's what it's about. It's not about handing over your authority to some, you know, some clique within Destiny that's going to decide, but puppets, the chips are going to be implanted. I mean, please. Has nothing to do with that. That's bullshit. That's an excuse to not do something. Because there is nothing else out there that I know of. The Venus Project is a bunch of technocrats and relying on experts to create little, you know, islands and energy self-sufficient. It requires incredible expertise. It's a complete, it's so impractical. It'll never, you know, it's just, this project, this idea of an equal money system is a joint effort. It's not a blueprint that we're going to follow. It's not one man's vision. It's not some guy at the UN who's thought up, you know, ways for technology to save our ass. You know, this application of an equal money system could have been thought up by my great-great-great-great-grandfather. That's because human nature doesn't change.